One of the things that I like a lot about Blackguards is the way that its combat and level design for its battles have a lot of variety for the player. It's not just see enemies and kill them all. It is fulfill certain other objectives. In this next battle, it also manages to have that variety included in the storyline of the battle. So what's going on is that your characters have escaped from prison, and the bailiff of the prison is chasing them. He has captured a baroness who is the lover of the mage in your party. That is the setup for the next battle. You know that it's likely a trap, but I have chosen, and this was a choice that I have chosen to try to be a good person and save this baroness.
Come here, or I'll break her shapely neck! Crack!
If we're fast enough, we can stop them before they kill Bellarita.
And if we're not?
Then we'll return the favor.
The voice acting in this is a little over the top. Most of the time I think it's good over the top, but the bailiff is not good over the top. Anyway, here you see that we have to cross the second bridge within 5 turns. Now, immediately right off the bat, the enemies start knocking over crates. This is something that you can do. The general crate movement is a part of the game engine naturally. It's not something that's triggered by anything in particular. There are also various traps that I'm going to run into eventually. I've done this battle a few times, and I have found it extremely difficult to get the Baroness. I can probably beat the enemies. There's in putting the other crate into place. And if you look over here, you see these guys who are ready to block off the second bridge. They'll just start destroying the crates, but I still have to worry about the enemies getting in the way. Each of the characters has special moves they can do. This is a power strike that does a little more damage, but it tends to hit a little less. Now, one of the things that happens in Blackguards is that because it is a tactics game, one of your main goals is to try to control the board. So it's fairly easy to win battles by having your characters be in positions of strength and forcing the enemies to come to you. But in this battle, because the timing is so bad, that's simply not possible. So you have to extend your characters, get them out of positions of comfort. See one of the traps we triggered here. See there, you got stuck in the trap. Your characters get extended, so instead of facing 3 guys at once with my 3 guys, now I'm facing 6 guys plus another one with a crossbow. And I'm in no longer in control of the situation. And now this works because, but this works with the plot because that's the goal of the bailiff here. He's trying to get my characters in a position where they can be trapped. If he killed the Baroness when my guys were here, they could just walk away, or they could pick the enemies off one by one. But his goal is to make my characters weaker, or put them in a weaker position, and thus be able to defeat them with his henchmen, who are not as strong as my characters are. Now, I've tried this battle a few times before and failed miserably. I just went and did a side quest and improved my characters slightly, and it seemed to be going a lot better now, so maybe we'll see the full battle. This is my mage. I'm going to cast a spell with him. Wrong spell.
Bastard!
As you can see, I'm no longer in a good tactical situation. My mage is not in good shape, my main character is not in good shape, and my dwarf is, well, he's at least on the right track. Do I have to get all of them across the bridge? As I said, oh, no, there's the bailiff running away. Alright, now I can go into the tactical battle. Let's bring my characters in stronger positions. Backs to the wall. And also start healing them without that being a waste of a turn. Alright, there's a problem. My mage is already down.
There are too many.
May have saved his lady friend, but that is at the cost of not necessarily his life, but the cost of me being able to use him in the battle. Alright, so one of the mechanics that Blackguards uses is a flanking mechanic, where if enemies are on both sides of you, then they're more likely to hit you. So right now, my main character here is being flanked. My dwarf, however, is not being flanked, but regardless, I need to take this guy out, and I need to replace him, so that my characters who have a much stronger defense than they have an offense will be able to survive this despite being heavily outnumbered and without their healer.
Die, will you?
The animations in this game are fairly responsive. I think they could seem to be a little bit faster, but I do really like the way that Blackguards plays. You press the buttons and the things that you want to have happen. Responsiveness in a turn-based game is extremely important, especially one where you're going to spend a lot of time in combat. See, despite the lack of mage, my characters are strong enough to deal with this. But that's one of the clever things about this level's design, is that
Die, will you?
had I been a a little slower, they would still have been surrounded and weakened. I might still lose this.
Dead.
Nope.
My baroness.
And now we get a happy reunion.
Quick, you must flee!
I'll be back.